Hi everybody, welcome back. We are back live in Cyprus with Eleni. We have had technical issues, but I'm going to hand straight over to Eleni because a lot of people were patiently waiting for this.
Hi guys, yes, sorry about that. I don't know exactly what was the issue. Anyway, it's all sorted now and let's get back to action. So just a quick recap of what we have done. We are doing the braided balayage technique that I use in my salon in Cyprus. We have started the sectioning. We have done 3 sections so far. So we've done a zigzag triangle in the front to get the brightness like the money piece in the front. And then we have done 2 side zigzag sections, bringing it again over to the front so we can get the brightness in the front. Okay, so now let's go on to the other side. So from the crown, we zigzag down all the way to the ear, just behind the ear. And I'm going to clip that out the way so we keep things nice and tidy. As I was saying before, clients get really excited when they come to salons and see new techniques and also original techniques. So let's do that again, keeping it to the side and zigzagging from the top of the triangle, from the hairline, all the way down to behind the ear, so in a diagonal section. So I'm going to clip that out the way. And again, we're going to pull this forward and secure it there. So we keep the lightness in the front. So I've been in hairdressing really since I could walk. My mum is also a hairdresser. She used to have a salon in London, actually. That was before I was born. And then when I was born, she stayed there till when I was 5. And then we moved over to Cyprus. And since really I could reach the basements, I was shampooing and helping out in the salon on Saturdays. So yeah, it's part of my life. It's what I love to do. And to be able to share techniques and ideas and seeing the same passion as well in other stylists. And I mean, hairdressing is such a wide subject that you can go. There's so many different routes that you can follow. Just so I can show you guys the front of the doll. We've put everything in the front. And now I'm going to turn it to the back. So as you can see, there's a zigzag parting in the back, and we're going to section the back section as well. Okay, so yeah, I've been doing it really for all my life. Went back to England to study, and here I am today.
Where did you study in England, Eleni?
I went to the London School of Beauty and Makeup in Oxford Street. I was actually 16. So yeah, it was really fun for me. And being independent, first time in England, the buzz, the rush. Yeah, it was great.
Just a quick one to thank everybody for tuning back in. The numbers have jumped straight back up, so that's amazing. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, that's great. Sorry, guys. I don't know what the issue was.
It's all right. It's happened a couple of times over the 37. Yeah. It's not an issue. But if everyone would please share, just to make sure everyone can get back in and they don't go to the wrong video, that would be awesome. What kind of clients would you do this on, Eleni?
So it's an adaptable technique. You can do it on any hair type, but in Cyprus, as you know, we're Mediterranean. We have loads of thick hair, dark hair as well. And you can also use it on light hair. So it depends on really what look you're going for and how you're going to section. But yeah, I mean, things that are low maintenance for the clients is great. They also need to come back for toning, and you could play around with color. So this is the side section again, the back. Again, pulling it all behind the ear. So when it is curled or when the hair is pulled up, you can see all the brightness underneath. And we are now going to the other side.
Just while you're doing that, Sharon Wright has said she just missed the beginning, so she probably missed the first video as well, but if you could give a quick recap, please.
Okay, so this is the braided balayage technique. It's very versatile. This is my sectioning that I do in the salon. So basically, it's like the traditional 4-section hot cross bun sectioning. However, I've decided to put a little triangle in the front to give that brightness in the front by pulling it all forward. And each section that I'm doing, I am zigzagging just to get that super smooth blend. So each section is divided, so as you can see the 4, but each section is divided into 2, just for the technique and to give it a bit more dimension as well. But you can do one section. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do exactly what I'm doing. So yeah.
And while you're also doing the next section, because we've been told the news today that our lockdown will be extended till at least July. Now, Cyprus has reopened. You kindly did a bit of a piece for us. Can you tell us what it's like being back in the salon?
So we're not actually back yet. We're back on the 21st. So we're really excited about that. The official measures that we have to take are a bit strict, like very strict. So we have to wear gloves, we have to wear masks, 2 meters distance between each client. And what shocked, let's say, the industry, the hairdressers in Cyprus, so that we have to wear a disposable overall gown, like surgeons, and we have to change also between each client. But yeah, but then that puts an additional cost, obviously, on each, you know.
How are you managing sourcing PPE in Cyprus?
Some things have been out of stock. So just before I analyze that a bit more, I'm going to show exactly what the braiding technique is. So you begin your braid by 3 sections, start as normal, and each section you leave. So there's the whole section there. You just leave a bit out and continue weaving and leave a bit out. Continue weaving and just leave a bit out. And you just keep going like that, really. So yeah, I mean, the measures they have announced quite a while ago, so we've had enough time to get everything sorted. So basically, it's the safety for us and the clients. We've actually thinking what to do with the basins, because we have 2 basins. So we're looking into putting like a divider between the basin as well. So I'm going to stop there with leaving out and just continue braiding to the end. What will that do is leave some of the ends dark, so we get that pop through the color, as you can see, and I'm going to secure it there. I think this is the yeah, the effect is really good as well. So just like that.
Beautiful.
Let's keep going. So we basically need to keep safe and the client safe. I can say that I'm making the most of my time that I've had off, spending time with the family, hitting a pause button for a bit, growing on social media. Obviously, I mean, what Simon has done is amazing with Hair Socials in such a short amount of time. And I want to say thank you for the opportunity, you know.
Well, while we're on that, we spoke about it before we went live, and hi Deborah again, thanks for joining. But yeah, we did say this how we wanted to sort of give a platform to people that are not technically gifted but haven't had the stage yet, and never really thought about Cyprus and the struggles that you've had to get to what you want to do, because you want to do things like fellowship and what was it, the other one you said?
Yeah, I mean, any different competitions really, or anything that will help me grow as a stylist and as an educator. I mean, I've traveled to the UK quite a few times for different seminars as well. But actually, when you go on and read, you know, the descriptions of all of these competitions, they say for UK hairdressers, you know. So even though I'm British, but I don't live there, you know, it's opportunities that you can't follow, really. I mean, traveling is not an issue for me. so I can travel to the UK. I have a place to stay. So yeah, it would be amazing to be.
Well, we're honoured to have you on, and if this gives anybody a platform, I'm buzzing by that. That's part of the reason. I only actually planned 3 weeks of sort of content, and that was off the cuff. And now we've done 7 weeks, and we've got another 7 weeks ahead. So I've had to get my thinking cap on today, but I have got some good ideas.
Yeah, what's next?
Yeah. Well, you're the spark of one big idea I've got, but I'll reveal all later.
Oh wow. Okay, I don't even know about that, guys. So that'll be amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the dough around for you guys so you can see. Is anyone practicing the sectioning or the braiding? Give us a shout. So just keep going. Now the thickness of the section that you leave out is up to you. You can leave out very fine sections or quite thicker ones, or you can do the back ones thicker and the front ones finer. It's up to you really. And what effect? I think play around with it and then you will find your own way.
Would you always pull the braid to the front to balayage it? Have you ever pulled it to the back or the sides to balayage it?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the placement and what look you're going for. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the front, but now, I mean, the trend is everything to be in the front, the brightness, the different techniques for the money piece. I've had clients that actually don't want the brightness in the front. And I've just split it down the middle, did 2 big braids, and that was that. Yeah. So that's another one done. Let's clip that out of the way.
How many sections have you divided up, sorry?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And it's going really quickly, isn't it? It's really a quick technique that you're doing.
Yep. Because if you imagine, I mean, in the Mediterranean, people have loads of hair. I mean, enough for like 3 heads. And having to do curly blowouts as well. It's like hair envy, really.
How do you manage in the heat? Because it's a sweaty job in England doing a big blowout, never mind in Cyprus.
Oh, yeah. We have 2 big air conditions at work. So those are on full blast. And also for us and for the clients to stop sweating. I mean, it gets to about 42 degrees in the summer, plus the humidity. So we use products for humidity as well.
Interestingly, my brother works in Cyprus in the summer. Deborah will know this because she holiday
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah, he works as an Elvis. Do you know the singer that was on Friday?
Oh, yeah.
So he's my brother. So he sings as an Elvis in the summer over in the island. So I know how hot it gets because he rings me bright red faced every day. But my question would be, how does this impact your balayage lifting if you have air conditioning on constantly?
Well, yes, the AC, it does affect the lightness of it. So actually, we turn it off or lower it down, or we move clients into places that, isn't directly under the AC.
It's a problem that I would love to have, to be honest with you.
Well, have you ever been to Cyprus, Simon?
I haven't. I have been once on a holiday, actually, I think, back now, but I've not been properly.
Oh, come over. I can show you the salon, and yeah, why not?
I'd love that. You mentioned earlier you had an academy.
Yes, I did. We used to offer MVQ qualifications through City and Guilds. But now I'm focusing more on actually training stylists rather than, I do have a few apprentices as well, but it's more like training stylists, people with previous experience, that we share the same passion and they want to develop especially their color skills.
So if
I
there's
mean,
if
sorry.
there's anybody watching this live that might be interested in working abroad, what are the trends like in Cyprus? Are they similar to England? Are they completely different? Yeah, what would you say?
So this is actually a big conversation because I think we work on a different education system. In Cyprus, you need a 2-year training diploma. So in the floor, and then there's a hairdressing council that whether you have the MVQ or not, you need to sit an exam so you can get your professional license and then you're allowed to work. So you need to have 2 years training and 3 years in the industry to be able to open your own salon. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah. Okay, so now last bit left. So as you can see, we've done 9 sections and it's quite fast. So I'm just going to continue braiding.
Nicola Wood has said, working abroad is awesome. I'm Australian, trained over there, moved to Canada, did it there, and now lives in Scotland.
Wow. And also the different hair textures and what client asks for is amazing. I mean, I'm also a technical advisor for Affinage Cyprus. So even going from salon to train the stylists, and again, the difference in how people work and what their clients are used to, you have to be adaptable and keep growing, basically.
Jenny Murphy O'Neill watches from Ireland, and she's asked, what hours do you work in Cyprus?
So we actually have to have Thursdays off and Sundays off. So that's compulsory by the hairdressing council, otherwise you get a fine. Yeah, and I work from 9 till 6, but obviously we stay later if necessary.
Why Thursday?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, to be honest. A few months ago, we had an election if we want Monday or Thursday, and it was Thursday. I suppose it breaks up the week, so you work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, have Thursday off, you relax, prepare yourself for Friday, Saturday, and then again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. It's quite nice. It breaks up the week.
Is that a salon rule, or are you allowed to continue hair at home, or is it just no hair at all?
It's a salon rule, basically, and anyone that does other hours, there's a risk of getting fined by their hairdressing council. So to me, I don't think there's any point, really. I mean, there's different hours if you're in a hotel or if you're in the tourist area, but because I'm in the center of town, these are just the hours I have to follow. So guys, all done with the sectioning. She looks fun. So I'm just going to mix up my bleach. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes. So when you're in Cyprus, obviously in England, I live in a small town with a population of 90,000, I think it is. And I could tell you there is a salon every street. Is that the same in Cyprus?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So I think there's one across the road from me. There's one 3 shops down from me. So, yeah, it's about the same. So I'm using ASP, the new system blonde bleach. That's come out. And I'm going to mix a bit of anti-yellow, which is a new product, which I love because we're not toning and we still want Dolly to look nice. There we go.
So you add that to your bleach?
And yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pigment that tones while lightening. And obviously in Cyprus, because of the dark hair, it's been a game changer. So I also most of the time tone all my clients to give them that bespoke formula. So just mix this up. I'm doing a 1 to 1.5 mixture, just for a slightly thicker consistency. Just mix that up.
Constantinos I'm not going to say the last name, but Constantine has said Cyprus is around 900,000 population. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't comparing Burnley to Cyprus, just the town of Burnley to Limassol.
That's my husband. Gerolemo. Yeah.
Yeah, Gerolemo, there you go.
Yes. So I'm just going to start applying the lightener from the back. At this point, I would have someone next to me holding it like this. But I'm just going to clip that up. So you can even use a clay lightener and leave it without foils. So there we go. And just paint it straight on. I usually don't just go boom in a straight line. I feather out. Good saturation.
Have you put a foil over a spatula or over a board?
Yeah.
I've never ever done that. That's amazing. Why have I never seen this?
Oh, it's excellent. Just supports the hair. There we go. And I'm just going to fold that in. And next section. So guys, you can see how fast this is and how versatile. You can do it your own way, try your own sectioning, play around with it. And what I do, I put lightener at the back of the foil as well, so it holds the hair in place. And just saturate, feather it up. So yeah, the spatula keeps it in place really.
Lindsay Christie has said we've been using this in Scotland. Amazing, she loves it. It cleans the blonde, especially dark below level 6.
Oh, the anti-yellow, yeah, I love it. I'm a bit obsessed, to be honest.
Sharon Wright asks, do you find that the foil adds to the lift?
Yeah, definitely. It keeps the heat in as well, and it just gives you that extra brightness, that extra boost. And because in Cyprus, as I said, we have AC on like all the time, so I almost all the time put foil.
Apologies if everybody's watching the comment box float around the screen at the minute. It's just because when I put a comment on, it covers the doll's head up, so I've had to move it to a different location.
Oh, sorry. Shall I move the doll's head, or is it okay?
It's not you. I've got it fine now, but it took me about 3 attempts to get it right. It was just floating around the screen for a while. A lot of people supporting the anti-yellow. Natalie Welsh has said anti-yellow is amazing, game changer in the hairdressing world. What developer strength did you use, please?
Okay, I'm using 12% just for that extra kick. I would never use that in the salon. The highest I have gone up to is 9%, just because we have bases, from a 1. So, but it depends what I'm doing. Most of the time I work low and slow. Low and slow, you get a cleaner lift as well.
A lot of support for the affinage. Sue Fink says she was one of the first educators of affinage. Great products.
Yeah. It's been in Cyprus not so long now. I think it's a couple of months or maybe 3. But yeah, it is going really well. People have tried it in their toners and in their high lifts and anywhere else, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would just say stick to the bleach.
Nicola Wood said, think I need to look into this. Well, if you do, Nicole, sorry, I read that wrong. Make sure you say that Eleni recommended it to you.
Oh yeah, that'd be great, thank you. So as you can see, it's going really fast. So now almost all the back is finished. There we go. And I use also this technique when, let's say, we have a brunette and she just wants different colors to pop through her hair. I will do a color melt over this. So, or maybe some creative color. So use your imagination and make it your own, really.
One of the more common questions we get in this group, but we haven't even been asked yet, so I'll ask it, is how long would you normally book out for this service, and then what would you charge for this service?
So it depends on the thickness of the hair, really. First, I would have, if I haven't seen the client's hair before, I would ask for an initial consultation, so I can see her hair, see what her wishes are and how we can achieve that. I would book no more than 45 minutes. Because obviously I have my assistant with me as well. So she's getting all the foils ready for me, applying the lightener and the foil. So I'm just like boom, boom, boom.
So what would this service usually cost?
Oh yeah, pricing structure is a bit different in Cyprus. Again, it depends on experience, on education you have. It depends if I'm doing let's say 9 sections, or if I'm just going to do 2 sections. But balayage for me ranges from 80 euros to 150 euros. But again, it depends on the hair texture, on the product.
So being super organised, guys, 150 euros is 131 pounds.
Ah, so that's all the back done. Now we're going to the side. There we go.
A lot of people are excited to see the results showing, right? Jenny Murphy O'Neill has said, so for your colour melt, would you do a root colour first and then braid the ends for the pre-lightener process?
If I can keep the root as natural as possible, if she hasn't got grey and she doesn't want to lighten her root, I will not colour the root at all. But I most always do my lightener first and then, let's say, do the root colour and the toner at the same time. Because with the lightener, I want to wash off step by step as I'm going along, or a foil might be ready sooner and the root colour has to stay on for longer. So I always do my lightening first and then go back to do my melting or my root regrowth. Or I hope that answers the question. So after the live, I will let it develop, obviously, and blow dry it for you guys, and I will post it. I'll send it to Simon, and you can post it.
Yeah, but do both. Post it yourself. I'll accept it onto the group. Send me the images. I'll put it on Instagram.
Great.
A lot of excitement for the results of this. Laura Jane Rice has said, what is your favourite beige blonde toner from Affinage?
I love T2. I use T2 a lot. T2 is actually a pearl. I mix it in with the ice. If I want a more natural blonde and not so cool blonde, I will use T2, which is the pearl. Because in Cyprus we have a lot of natural warmth anyway, so I wouldn't want to add any more warmth to that. There we go. So, one side is almost finished. I think it's something different, and as intrigued as the stylist does, so is the client, you know. You just have to stay original, find new methods, make them your own, as I said before. Keep your clients excited. That you're joking. Okay. There we go. I'm going to need to mix a bit more bleach.
I mean, what fascinates me about this technique is how fast you can do it. I mean, just not just the braiding, but the application as well.
Yeah. Quick and easy, and with good results. Where did I put the bleach? There we go.
And then to add to that, you've got this sort of diamond zigzaggy technique where your clients are obviously going to be impressed by this. You're giving them a different service than what they're used to. Would you recommend this as sort of, you know, the balayage when the client first comes in with a base 6 all over, or would this work better on somebody who's already had previous balayage?
It could work with anybody. 6 all over, 5 all over. You can even do the braids. I mean, with high lift, with a high lift tip. Not necessarily. You don't have to use a lightener. It just keeps it exciting, really. And as I said before, I mean, there's been occasions that I've just divided the hair down the middle and had 2 big braids on each side, and that was that.
I think at a time where gloves are at a premium at the minute, you using this technique and foil, and somebody's commented saying, love how fast and clean this application is. I think this might be a go-to for many hairdressers.
I'm quite a messy stylist, actually. So, again, people that work with me, like Eleni was here, they see the colour station, and the basin is full of colour. So, I mean, when I'm creating, I just have to be let loose, really. Obviously, within reason.
I missed a question earlier. Carla Harrison has asked, are the braids being fully saturated or are you just surface painting? Looking forward to seeing these results.
So I am fully saturating the braids. So by putting the lightener underneath, like so, and then taking your sections, and then as I'm applying, I'm kind of spreading each section open. And then as I'm going up, I would, let's say I'm more surface painting, if that makes sense. So you get, again, the blend. But yeah, make sure the ends are fully saturated. There we go. And you can even use this technique as a touch-up service for your clients as well. So they want the balayage refreshed, or they want a few lighter sections in it. This can be your, as someone said before, their to-go-to technique. So just turn the dolly over, flip that up. There we go. Just section it like that.
I'd like to have a go at this using sort of vivids as well. Have you tried doing different sections of vivids?
Yeah. It's amazing. And also, let's say half and half. Also, each section can be a different color. That is really nice.
I think you know, like when you want to do them sort of pastel colours where you're adding lots of different tones within, I think this would be unbelievable. It's a technique
on a full head bleach, that would be really nice with the pastel tones. I haven't done that, actually. Yeah. And if anyone tries if anyone tries this technique, please post pictures and let us know what you think. And what sections you have used, if you've used the same sections, if you've adapted it to your own.
Nicole Wood said, you said 45 minutes for your application. Is that including your sectioning and plaiting?
Yeah. But again, it depends. I mean, when someone books in for a balayage or a creative color in the salon, I do allow enough time to adapt each technique and make each formula bespoke to the client. And also, this is a good technique for in-between services. So someone has just come for their usual root color, but they want a few highlights in with it. This could be quick and easy for you guys. There we go. 2 sections left. Yeah.
Natalie Teresa Welsh has just said, I can't wait to try this. Shame I've missed the sectioning part. Will she be able to replay it? And yeah, you can replay it. It'll be on here. It'll be on YouTube afterwards. And Eleni has got her Instagram. I'm sure she'll speak to you on there if you need any help. What is your Instagram?
Yeah, I mean, just Eleni Selearis. Difficult spelling. My surname. Yeah. If you guys want, I can just do the sectioning again and take the picture for you. So if that's helpful. So it's saturating the ends more, feathering upwards. And because the lightness on the foil, it obviously stays in place. And just pack it.
What time is it in Cyprus at the minute?
Let me just check. It's actually 10 o'clock.
Wow, thank you so much for staying up late with us.
Oh, my pleasure. This is my time. I'm a mum of 2. I have 2 boys, 5 and 3, so they're very active. And the evenings are, I watch my lives, I watch my YouTube, Netflix. Yeah. And this is relaxing for me. I think when something is your passion, nothing is too much trouble, you know?
A lot of people are saying please for the sectioning pattern pictures afterwards, so that would be brilliant, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be great. I could do like, let's say 3, the top, the side, and the back. And you could also like message me personally. There we go. And we just have the front left. Just move that over so you can see. So in the front, I have taken slightly thicker sections because I want the front brighter. So as you can see, each section is thicker. We'll put, let's say 3 foils instead of 2.
Petter Larkin Taylor has said, I hate balayage. Hopefully this will change my mind when I have a go. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Hopefully. I mean, it is challenging for us hairdressers. People come in with a picture and they expect so much. And you just want to turn around and say it's a wig. It's not actually hair. But yeah, finding new ways to reinvent yourself and satisfy your clients is great. And that's the good, like the amazing thing with hair socials and all these different platforms. We get to share ideas and creativity and help each other. There we go. I'm just going to put another foil in there. And then we're on to the last one. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, I mean, we're back on the 21st. If you ask anyone what have they missed the most about this lockdown, most people will say their hairstylist, you know, and getting their roots done. And especially in Cyprus, I mean, hairstylists maybe were being looked at or frowned upon, not as important, but now with this, it's given everyone like, you know what, can't live without my hairdresser. which is great.
I hope that everybody around the world suddenly appreciates the hairdresser, because I've had a big sort of passion of this over the last few years, that we're expected to do big jobs for free because we love our job. Yet the photographer might be getting paid, the makeup artist is getting paid, but the hairdresser's always the free one. So hopefully, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Or people will turn around and say it's only just hair, you know, but I think that has changed now in the industry. It's so technical, and you need to have good anatomy, good physics, good chemistry, good maths, you know, and a good imagination. So guys, this is my last foil. Obviously, we would clip it out the client's face like that. And the good thing with this is you can just move your sections around. No chance of seepage. So yeah. Thank you. Shall I just go over the sectioning again? So each section is zigzagged. You measure from the arch of the eyebrow or wherever you want and do a small zigzag triangle in the front. You pull it forward and secure it with a safety, with an elastic band. And then you do the zigzag all down the back and you clip them in. And then zigzag to the ear, zigzag to the ear. And then each section is divided into two and pulled forward. So as you can see, zigzag, pulled forward, and then zigzag, pulled forward. And the back is just pulled down to the side. But as I said before, make it your own, try different sectioning, and find your own way of how this works best for you.
Awesome. Amanda at Saks, she does the apprenticeship scheme there. She said, "Thank you for your time. I understand when I have two little ones of my own, but wow, it is late, so I do appreciate you staying up for us." Sue Fink said, "Very impressed. Not a spot on that black top."
Oh, yes. Yeah, actually. Good one.
Ola Gula says, "Thanks for sharing. Love this technique." It just goes on and on, the appreciation. Emma says, "Thank you for giving us your time. Excited to see the results."
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. It's been my pleasure. And any questions you have, you can message me personally or post on the group or anything you need from Cyprus.
Thanks very much.
Thank
and I
you.
will end the broadcast live, but I will post pictures as soon as Eleni gets them to me. But I will not expect them till tomorrow because it is 10 p.m. over there.
Yeah, I'm not going to stand curling now.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.